What if life is not actually short, but wasted? What if the reason so many people feel rushed, anxious, and unfulfilled is not because they lack time, but because they give it away without thought? And what if the greatest tragedy of human life is reaching the end and realizing we were never truly present for it? These are the questions at the heart of On the Shortness of Life by Seneca, one of the most powerful essays in Stoic philosophy. Written nearly 2,000 years ago, Seneca's message feels more relevant than ever in a world of distraction, urgency, and constant busyness. Seneca begins with a bold claim: life is long enough. We are not given too little time. We waste too much of it. People complain that life passes quickly, but then spend their days distracted by trivial pursuits, chasing status, wealth, approval, and entertainment. They postpone living, telling themselves they will begin later. Later, when they have more time. Later, when things slow down. Later, when they retire. Seneca warns that this later rarely arrives. Life slips away while we are preparing to live. According to Seneca, the greatest thieves of time are meaningless obligations, excessive ambition, and mindless distraction. People surrender their days to others. They allow employers, clients, crowds, and social expectations to dictate their schedules. They rush from task to task without reflection, never stopping to ask whether their time is being spent on what truly matters. Seneca argues that being busy is not the same as being alive. Activity without purpose is just motion. One of the central ideas in On the Shortness of Life is that most people live as if they are immortal. They act as though time is endless, wasting hours on resentment, gossip, and trivial concerns. Yet time is the one resource that cannot be replenished. Money can be earned again, possessions can be replaced, opportunities may return. Time never does. Every moment that passes is gone forever. Seneca urges us to treat time as the most valuable thing we possess. Seneca criticizes those who spend their lives chasing power, fame, and wealth. He argues that ambition often enslaves people instead of freeing them. The ambitious person is always anxious, always striving, never satisfied. They sacrifice their present happiness for a future that never fully arrives. Even when they achieve success, they are too busy maintaining it to enjoy it. Seneca warns that external success without inner peace is a hollow victory. In contrast, Seneca praises the philosopher not as an academic, but as someone who knows how to live. Philosophy, for Seneca, is not abstract theory. It is practical wisdom. It teaches us how to value our time, master our desires, and live intentionally. A person who studies philosophy learns how to be present, how to focus on what matters, and how to avoid wasting life on trivial pursuits. Philosophy teaches us how to live fully, regardless of how long we live. Another key lesson in the book is the danger of distraction. Seneca writes about people who are constantly busy but accomplish nothing meaningful. They fill their days with noise and movement to avoid self-reflection. Silence frightens them because it forces them to confront their own emptiness. Seneca encourages us to slow down, reflect, and examine how we are living. A life without reflection is a life half-lived. Seneca also addresses the illusion of future time. Many people plan their lives as if tomorrow is guaranteed. They delay joy, rest, learning, and relationships. Seneca reminds us that the future is uncertain. The only time we truly possess is the present moment. To live well, we must learn to inhabit the present fully, without being consumed by regret for the past or anxiety about the future. One of the most striking ideas in On the Shortness of Life is that people guard their property fiercely, but give away their time freely. They will argue over money, but waste hours without concern. Seneca challenges us to be just as protective of our time as we are of our wealth. If someone was stealing your money, you would intervene. Yet when distractions steal your life, you often welcome them. Seneca also warns against living according to the expectations of others. Many people spend their lives trying to meet social standards or impress others. They follow paths they never chose. Seneca argues that a life lived for others is not truly your own. Freedom comes from choosing how you spend your time based on your values, not external pressure. The essay also explores the Stoic idea of living in accordance with nature. This means living simply, rationally, and in alignment with reality. When we accept life as it is, instead of how we wish it to be, we suffer less. When we let go of excessive desire, we regain peace. When we stop chasing everything, we finally experience something. Seneca emphasizes that a well-lived life is not measured in years, but in awareness. A long life spent in distraction is short. A short life lived with intention is full. What matters is not how long we live, but how deeply. The person who truly lives is the one who uses time wisely, cultivates wisdom, and remains present. Another important lesson is the importance of solitude and reflection. Seneca believed that time spent alone, thinking and learning, was not wasted but multiplied. When we reflect, we integrate experience into wisdom. Without reflection, experiences blur together and are forgotten. Reflection gives life meaning. Seneca also teaches that death should not be feared, but understood. Fear of death causes people to cling desperately to life, making them anxious and distracted. Acceptance of mortality, on the other hand, brings clarity and urgency. When we remember that life is finite, we stop wasting it. We become more selective with our time and more appreciative of the present. Seneca goes further by warning that people often postpone living because they fear discomfort. They stay busy to avoid asking difficult questions. Am I living according to my values? Am I using my time wisely? Am I becoming the person I respect? Seneca urges us to confront these questions early, not at the end of life when it is too late to change direction. Self-examination is uncomfortable, but it is the gateway to freedom. On the Shortness of Life ultimately calls for a radical shift in priorities. Seneca urges us to stop postponing life and start living now. Do not wait for perfect conditions. Do not wait for more time. Do not wait for approval. Life is happening in this moment. Every day is a chance to live deliberately. The big takeaway from On the Shortness of Life is simple and profound. Life is not short. Life is squandered. If you wish to live fully, you must guard your time, focus on what matters, and refuse to be consumed by distraction and ambition. A good life is not busy, it is intentional. So what part of Seneca's message resonates most with you? The reminder that time is your most precious resource? The warning against distraction and busyness? The call to live in the present? Or the idea that a meaningful life is defined by awareness, not duration? Share your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this summary, like this video, subscribe to 10-Minute Books, and tap the bell so you never miss our weekly deep dives into life-changing books. Remember, life is not short, but it can be wasted. Choose wisely how you spend it.